Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'll walk you through a project that's transforming how we engage with leads and support our customers. Our AI-powered Commercient sales system. This isn't just a chatbot. It's a sophisticated Langraph agent designed to understand sales conversations, capture critical data, and ensure every customer need is met. Now let's look at how we combine Resolution AI with an AI-powered sales assistant to streamline lead qualification and customer support. To handle this efficiently, we needed a solution that could do more than just respond. It had to answer complex questions about Commercient Sync's guide prospects through the sales funnel and intelligently route support queries. That's exactly what Commercient AI agents in Python and Langraph delivers. Here's what the full conversation flow looks like. Each of these boxes is called a node, representing a specific step in the dialogue. The lines connecting them are edges, which define how the conversation moves based on user input or internal logic. With Commercient AI agents powered by Python and Langraph's built-in assistant, you can create intelligent, stateful, multi-turn conversational flows, essentially a smart sales funnel that drives engagement, qualifies leads, and supports customers with precision. Now let's look at conversation state and growth reporting. Every interaction begins with a chat state, the bot's memory. This state stores everything important: previous messages, user details like email, connected ERP or e-commerce platforms, and key indicators such as specific questions asked. Maintaining this context is essential. It allows the bot to deliver relevant, seamless responses across multiple interactions, even over time. The conversation flow is built using nodes and edges. Each node represents a specific action, like capturing user info, asking about their ERP system, or connecting them to sales. Edges define how the conversation progresses based on user input or business logic, creating a smart, guided experience. So these are the nodes. Each one represents a specific step or action in the conversation flow. These terms come from Langraph and Nation's terminology. Nodes represent actions or steps, and edges define the transitions between them. We define the conversation graph using a state graph, where each node is added flexibly to build a dynamic and responsive flow. Constructor enables intelligent handling of each conversation by using a dedicated state dictionary. This ensures that every user's interaction is tracked separately, allowing the assistant to understand specific questions and maintain context, no matter how many users are engaging at once. In other words, the system is smart enough that students can now become instructors. Let's highlight a few key nodes and walk through how Commercient AI agents are implemented in Python using Langraph's powerful node-based architecture. In this interaction, the agent checks whether the user has prior knowledge or control access. Based on the initial response, it dynamically decides whether to provide general information about Commercient, guide the user through a sales flow, or answer specific follow-up questions. In this interaction, the assistant first checks if the user has previously interacted, something we can control through the state. Based on the initial response, it decides the next step, whether to share more about Commercient, answer specific questions, or guide them further. Notice how it updates the state after the greeting, ensuring we don't repeat it unnecessarily. These are simple Python functions, referred to as nodes in Langraph. In this example, we start by providing an overview of Commercient Sync, then ask a key question. Do we have a contract with Commercient? This acts as a critical branching point. If the answer is yes, the user is routed to account connection and support. If no, they're treated as a potential lead and guided to provide ERP details. We also use a state variable, asked about contract, to track that this decision point has already been handled. Next, we have the ask for ERP node, a key part of our lead qualification process. This step helps us identify which ERP system the user is using. This is a multi-step node that gathers information sequentially. It starts by asking which ERP or accounting system the user is using, helping us tailor the conversation from the start. Each step updates the chat state collected information like the state of the ERP system. Then there's a state product interest. Accurate data collection is key for our sales success. That's where the Commercient knowledge base comes in. This is how we upload the data to our knowledge base, which is Pinecone. It is an efficient and state-of-the-art vector database, interface for accounting anything about sales to ensure it provides accurate and relevant information. It's integrated with a robust knowledge base. Initialized through a file called index, which contains vector representations of Commercient documentation, enabling precise responses based on detailed information. From this, it allows the part to perform semantic searches, finding the most relevant piece of information exactly. While the flow follows a defined structure, user questions can arrive in unexpected ways. It says to use to create the top spot, so this was not in a picture. This was not in a composition store in the graph. At this point, the question is treated as a specific inquiry. The specific question node instructs the assistant to respond with targeted information, whether it's CRM integration, pricing, features, or technical details, or to connect the user directly with a sales representative. It delivers a precise response based on information retrieved from our custom-built knowledge base. If the query is about accounting or falls outside predefined categories, the system uses built-in instructions to gracefully redirect the user and request clarification. Now, coming back to lead capture, beyond just answering questions, the primary goal is to qualify leads. That's why we ask for the ERP system to trigger a connection with the sales agent. It then takes things a step further by collecting key contact details, email, name, company, and phone number, to complete the lead profile. This information is then seamlessly handed off to the sales and accounting teams for timely follow-up and personalized engagement. The sales and data would be sent over to the data tier. Both the full conversation and the extracted CRM details, such as name, email, phone number, and company name, are sent via email to the data team. This is sent over to our API endpoint here. It sends all this information to our CRM system. All collected information is sent to Upstart Contact Support and displayed on the HubSpot dashboard. Sales agents also receive it directly in their inboxes. Once stored in the database, it becomes more than automation. It's a strategic asset delivering instant support and high-quality, well-qualified leads with rich context. We're excited about this potential and how it will continue to evolve, refining customer interactions and streamlining our internal processes. Thanks for watching.